Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching,
episode 121.
50 plus 50 plus 7 plus 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 121, cuz math.
Hope you got it right.
Well, I think I'm going to take your advice.
What? Yeah.
Which is to do the 100 math easy and then do the over 100 math difficult.
That's what I suggest.
Level 3.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch.
Right. And if you're new, welcome. And if you've been with us from the beginning,
bless you.
Bless you. Anyway, we're back.
Yep.
This is a pretty big episode.
Not in length.
Not in length.
Because we were looking at our notes and we're like,
big
news.
News.
Seriously.
So, more about that in a second.
Yes.
We hope you had a good week.
Yes.
We hope you made time to stitch.
Yeah. We hope you all had a wonderful Halloween.
And that you had fun on Halloween. If you remember, we were going to try another strategy in trying to obtain trick-or-treaters. We are on a flag lot behind the house that is on the curb, if you will.
Yeah.
And so we've been in this house 20 years, and I bet we've had maybe 5 trick-or-treaters.
In 20 years.
In 20 years. When I first moved into this house, we set up lights leading down the driveway. Do you remember that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, see, it's a long time ago. She was just a kid. And
I don't have any active memory of me going trick-or-treating while living in this house.
So it was 20 years ago.
But I was 11.
You were 11, 12. Had you stopped trick-or-treating at that point?
I don't
remember.
I think, like, I have some memory. I have distinct memories of trick-or-treating when I was a little kid.
Right.
But I have, like, maybe memories of going trick-or-treating with, like, groups of friends in their neighborhoods.
Yeah, I think that's probably what you did, because we just weren't getting trick-or-treaters back
Because
here.
our subdivision, I mean, it has a name.
Right.
So that's why we call it a subdivision, and it is called a subdivision.
And it's a cul-de-sac.
It's just one street. And then literally on both sides and, like, around the back are 2 humongous subdivisions. Like, huge.
Yeah, so once you get down into the subdivision, you can kind of let the kids go on their own. You know, you wait in the street or road or whatever.
Right.
But here, you come off
like, what's the
a
point?
4-laner.
Yeah.
Which nobody wants to take their kids out there.
Nope.
You come down our side street, and then to order to find our house, then you have to go to the far back of the driveway. Yeah. It's just not going to happen.
Right. But so, we had all the best plans.
We did. And then the weather here was
terrible.
Really, really bad.
It was
windy,
cold.
Rainy, cold.
There was a freeze warning, and there was a high-speed wind warning. It was just, like, not good. And so I was like, we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters anyway, if any, and we're not going to get any tonight.
Right.
That's for sure.
Right.
So we just decided, we left our lights on and all that.
Yeah.
But at about, trick-or-treating in our town was from 6 to 8, and by 7 o'clock, I was just like, this is stupid. Right. So I went and got takeout and then came home.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way we roll.
My way.
So we hope your Halloween was maybe a little bit more exciting than ours.
Yes.
And for those of you in the United States who live in areas that got to turn their clocks back.
Congratulations.
Does anybody do that anymore?
Physically turn their clocks back.
We hope that, you do feel that extra hour of sleep.
Sure. Some old news really quickly.
Yeah.
So last week was our Halloween episode.
Right. And of course, it's still Halloween around here because,
It was only 2 days ago.
Yeah. So who has time to switch out walls?
Not us.
We don't.
Wow.
What is your issue?
Struggling with the post-it note. So, thank you guys so much for all of your wonderful compliments and feedback on our tour de wall and our Halloween tree video and all of the things.
Right.
The general consensus was that the way that we did it in last week's video of taking photos and then adding the title and designer seemed to be better, that you guys liked that. So, between Halloween and Christmas, that's where this wall is super full. I mean, the summer, it's really full too, but for holidays, Christmas, it's definitely really full. So we are probably going to do that for Christmas because it's just easier.
Yeah, it's just easier on the eyes than following a moving phone across the wall.
Yes.
So, you know, here we are, how many? 121 episodes, and we're still learning
figuring stuff out.
We're still figuring out. We're trying to tweak different things.
Yes, it technically takes me longer to edit doing it that way, but if it's easier for you all, then that's the point. So,
sure. Yeah.
So, like we said in last week's video, if there was a ornament on the Halloween ornament tree that you were dying to know, that you were like, I need to stitch this now, just comment below. And we got a lot of comments about this adorable little stitch, which I stitched in 2018. And it was finished by the lovely finisher at Keepsakes into this really thin, compact, cute little pillow. And so we got a ton of questions asking what this chart was. This chart is called Trick or Treat B, B-E-E. And it is designed by Mosey and me. And it is from a Just Cross Stitch Halloween ornament issue from 2011. And that's where I got it. I will also say, disclaimer, I did change the color of the cat fur. This was the first year in a long time that I had not dressed my cats up for Halloween. I just got too late and I just kept forgetting about it, and October was busy, whatever. And so, but I usually dress them up. They have like a full wardrobe of costumes. It's a bit ridiculous. But the first costume I ever dressed Muffin up in was a Bumblebee costume, and she lived in that costume for like 4 days. And it had like a little headpiece with the thingamaboobers up here, and then like it was just so
what?
Thingamabobbers.
Okay.
I call them thingamaboobers sometimes.
Okay, just checking.
It's fine. So I changed the color of this cat to look like my cat. Which, and Muffin is gray, so that's why the color changed. And I stitched mine otherwise as called for, and I think Pam did my French knots, and it's just super dang cute.
Yep.
So that's
the answer.
The
and every comment that had that question about that ornament, I think I caught, and I think I gave you that information.
Right, but just in case you're out there and you were wondering.
If you didn't catch it here in the video, go back and find your comment and from last week, and I did give you all that information.
We had we've been talking the last couple weeks or so about what we're going to do in regards to ornaments next year, because we really did not do ornaments.
It was
this
ornament
year.
fail for 2019.
Yeah.
Ornament fail.
We had a lot of other stuff going on, so it's fine. But next year we really want to do ornament stuff, and I was looking for some potential options for me for next year. We'll discuss our ornament plan probably later in December, but and if you have, we have the Just Cross Stitch DVD of the Halloween issues where it's like 2014, 2013, 2012, and 2011. And if you have that DVD, it's on that too.
Yeah.
So if you are unable to find your hard copy of the Just Cross Stitch 2011 Halloween edition, it should be on that DVD.
Yeah.
CD-ROM.
And we were reminded, again, as she was pulling out her ornament charts for next year, 2013, Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue, 2013,
and
2013, and 14, but especially 13, is a
banging issue.
Blockbuster issue.
It's amazing.
Blockbuster issue in terms of designers who submitted charts for ornaments and just the variety and the quality and everything. So
anyway, that's our plug for
so that was that was last week. Thanks for all the wonderful comments.
Yes.
We had first Friday of the month on Friday at Keepsakes, our LNS.
Yep, stitching.
It was a packed house.
It was
a packed house. We were there from the beginning through to the conclusion.
11 to 10:30 about.
Yeah, 10:30.
We technically closed at 10, but we probably didn't leave about 10:30.
There were times when there probably were half a dozen conversations going on around that table.
It was awesome.
And I had to run upstairs to pull a couple of flosses. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until you got to the top of the stairs that you actually heard the radio.
Yeah.
Which is really playing all day long.
Yes.
But there's so much conversation going that you don't hear it until you get upstairs, you know.
Yep.
Which
is a good thing.
It was kind of a nice break away from all the, you know, all the chit chat.
Right.
We had 2 out of state visitors. Mm-hmm. The first one was Monica, who drove down from Greensburg, Indiana. Mm-hmm. And Monica is on Instagram as Monica Stitching, I think. Pretty sure.
I'll check while you talk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. She is a delight. She sat at the table and stitched with us for a good long time, good chunk of the day. She had stitched Lizzie Kate Halloween Rules 1/1, and was it gorgeous? It was absolutely gorgeous. If you follow her on Instagram, you've seen it. Monica Stitching?
Yep.
Monica Stitching. Go follow her on Instagram. And there's her pictures that she posted on her post from Friday when she was there. She's just a delight. Just a darling. Yeah.
Aren't we cute?
Yeah, yeah. We always make a just keep stitching sandwich when anybody comes in. And the other gal that was there on Friday was a lovely girl named Julie.
Yes. I get to talk about Julie.
Oh, okay. Go.
So last week, and I say this every time.
Yeah.
It's
and it stands. It's the truth.
Yeah. Every time, like when we're talking about First Friday at the shop, I'm like, if you're local, if you're not local, bring your stitch bag and come hang out. And I say that because that's what we mean. But so Julie comes in and because I am for the most part of the day, especially like from 11 to 5, I'm getting up and saying I'm getting up, and because I'm there working, right? So, I don't necessarily, sometimes I'll sit at the table, but oftentimes when it gets crowded, I'm like, here, you sit at the table, because getting up from the table and move it is like a pain in the neck. So I was sitting kind of like on the outskirts, if you will, with like a little table and a chair, whatever. And I see Julie come in, and I obviously have no idea that this is Julie from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
No.
And I'm like, hi, how are you? How can I help you? Like, have you ever been here before? And no. And she goes, I just want to thank you for the invitation. And I'm like, the invitation? What invitation? And she was like, well, you said in your video to just come down. And I'm like, and where did you come down from? Thinking she'd say like Columbus or Dayton. Ann freaking Arbor, Michigan.
Yeah.
Which is like 4 hours away.
Right.
And she
4+, really.
Yeah. And I'm like, and so are you like down there like visiting family, or like, she was like, no, like I'm just here to stitch and see the shop. And I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that was super cool. And she and I got the opportunity to have like a little private conversation and learn a little bit about each other. And she was such a sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was making kind of a weekend out of it. So she stayed at Keepsakes until 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
into
then
the evening.
Yeah, she got a hotel in Cincinnati, and then she was going to meet a friend in Indy and then go back to Ann Arbor today. No, yesterday.
Yeah.
But it was just really, really cool. And she said she got pizza with all of us. Like, it was like,
yeah, it was awesome.
And
I chatted with her for a little bit too. And I said, do you have anybody? And here's a shout out. Maybe we'll play matchmaker again. I said, is there anybody up there in your area? And she said, no. So if you're in the Ann Arbor area.
Well, where is Melly?
Well.
Isn't she Detroit? But
yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But anyway, so she was thankful that we were making videos and that we had a nice shop to visit. So
Jen Upton's also in Ann Arbor, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, so special hello and thanks for visiting to Monica and Julie. Okay. Wow, that was long.
Happy November.
That was long-winded.
Yes.
Pam's pinned comment. the kazoo announces. And if you're new, this is our newest feature where we comb through all the comments from last week's video and find one we like and pin it to the top of all the comments. And we had over 100 comments, I think. So
I'm seeing if I follow her.
Who?
This girl.
Oh. So the special thing about Pam's pinned comment this week is actually this Stitcher's YouTube name.
Just was hilarious.
Was just hilarious. This comment on last week's video.
I mean, it was a sweet comment, but the name was
just
gave it the extra bump. You
know?
The
YouTube name for this gal, and some of us have a name for our Instagram, another usually our real name on Facebook, and then there's a YouTube name and all this. Whatever. This comes to us. Are you ready? This comes to us from Jilly, the knitting broomstick. Isn't that great?
So, do you knit with broomsticks? Do you knit broomsticks like actual?
We're not sure, but we love it.
I need clarification.
We love it. So this is her comment. Hi, Pam and Steph. I am a longtime viewer and subscriber, but this is my first time commenting. I adore your channel. Watching your wonderful episodes got me through a rough time in my life last year, and I am so grateful for that. Thank you for always inspiring, sharing, and just being yourselves. You both are awesome. I started stitching in 2015, but only did it sporadically. Thanks to you two, I now stitch daily, and I love it. Looking forward to the next episode. Cheers, Jilly. And then she gave her Instagram as Mom of 6 Crafts.
And that's hilarious, too. I love that.
On Instagram. So
cross-stitch, knitting, crochet. What else do you do, Jilly?
Yeah. What are your other crafts?
I need to know.
She has a big, wonderful family, and we thank you very much for commenting and for watching. Yeah. So,
she is actually the mom of 6 kids.
Yeah. So
that helps.
There you go. I think that's her personal Instagram. But anyway, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
Okay, let's. So,
who's going to... Okay.
Read the notes, Pam.
I just did.
Okay, great. So, blah, 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 blah. I was stitching earlier this week on a secret stitch for our Whistle Stop Crew Secret Santa. So, I can't show it to you. 1, because it's secret. 2, I don't have it. I gave it to Jan on Friday when I finished it, and for her to work her magic on it. And so our Secret Santa dinner is the 14th of December. And so in the 15th of December's video is when we will insert the videos where you see those stitches. So after that, I was more or less just like, well, what do I want to do now? What do I want to do now? And so I decided to, because we got shipping notification from Hoffman, and I'm pretty confident that the second installment of Snow Village should be at Keepsakes on Monday.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, and I'm going to do that square, right?
Yes, you are. So I'll just bring you home the fabric with it, and because I have the threads for it.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So Pam and I are doing, we're each doing half of them based on our interest, and the second installment of Snow Village is like a skate and sled shop.
It's me.
Obviously, Pam will do that. So I have probably 70% done. Maybe 60% done on the first installment. Here, I'll show you the photo.
Show off the bag, too. It's really pretty.
Okay, I will. So I house my Snow Village in this really pretty bag.
That's a diddly daddle.
It is a diddly daddle.
You know how you can tell?
Because of the covered button.
Because of the covered button.
Yes. Yes. See the little guy?
Isn't that cute?
He's super cute. This was part of a collaboration Christmas package mystery bundle thing from Teresa at Diddly Daddle and Magnolia Baby Creates that I had gotten earlier this fall in preparation for Christmas. So the first installment of Snow Village looks like this. It is Snow Village Banner. we are stitching them all in everything called for. Called for fabric, called for threads, all
We're
the
doing
things.
them individually.
Yes, so we're doing them individually.
You know what? When we get to the point of having them all finished, I think we should do the same trim on them all.
The pom-poms?
Yeah.
You like the pom-poms?
I do.
I like the pom-poms too.
Yeah, they look like snowballs.
They do. So, part 1 was on me. So, and I am stitching this along with my best friend Kia. And the hashtag for that, if you would like to stitch Snow Village along with Kia and myself and a bunch of other amazing stitchers, the hashtag is hashtag KiaB And I'll put it in the description box below so you'll see it. So make sure you use the right one so you can follow along on your progress.
Right.
And so this is how far I have.
Yeah, you're making good progress.
So the last time I worked on this was when we were in Tennessee. And I got like the trees and stuff done over on this side. And so I was working on a little bit more of the letters. And then there's a bunch of snow underneath them, which really won't be bad. And then so maybe like 65%. Maybe. So it's not like I need to get this done by the time Pam gets number 2.
Right.
But I need to have it done before I get the next, like, if the third one is going to be one that I do, then I want this done before then.
Sure.
So that is that one. And then, but for some reason, I just, like, wasn't feeling it. I don't know what, but you know how that is. So I decided to pull out another style I'm doing with Kia, because I can't help myself. And it is the Friendship Garden by Hurtin. And this was a release that was that I got at Needlework Galleria in September. And I bought it from the Silver Needle. And it was part of the Silver Needle, a little help from our friends stitching circle at the Silver Needle. So it came with the chart and then the buttons and a hand painted ruler, which was really pretty. So Kia and I are stitching this together and using, I think it's the hashtag Overlook Your Broken Fences Sal. But I'll put it in the box below so you see it. But I had done this flower, and then the word in and the word flowers. And so I wanted to really start going over on this half, because for whatever weirdo reason, this freaking beehive terrifies me. But I don't think it's going to be that bad now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway. So I am stitching mine on 32 count sampler gold by Color and Cotton. And that is my progress. So I got this little bee and that little bee done. And then I got this part of the border and it kind of stops right here. So I stopped there, obviously. And then I got the word overlooks and fences, this little square, which was like 4 stitches, 4 stitches, 4 stitches. And then this birdie, which is super, super cute. He's so cute. So I love this. I think it's fantastic. So if you have this chart in your stash and you want to stitch it, let us know. But it's super, super cool. And I got home from stitching on Friday night and I started pulling out the colors and putting in a few stitches. And I was like, this is what I want to stitch. Yes. So I'm going to work on that for a while.
Well, good. Well, both of those are lovely.
Thank you, Pam.
I have been
what about you?
Alternating between 2 this week. And one of them, as you probably know, this was our July.
Yes.
So Much to Love project bag from the lovely Karen. And so that's what I'm keeping all my charts in. I am doing it Early Americans by Little House Needleworks. And well, I'll show you this first.
Yeah.
I am on the Paul Revere square, and it is to the, if you're looking at the design, it's to the right of the center square. So I have to say this has been a bit of a slog. I don't know why, except that this color right here is called Muddy Puddle from Classic Colorworks. I think I did an Instagram post after I got the roof done.
Because that roof is freaking cool.
The roof was so cool. And that was, it's been, I don't want to say it's been all downhill from there. But it's been all downhill from there. Now, the Paul Revere house is in Boston. I've been to it many times. And I...
Really? Many times?
Not many times. A few times. Stop me now before I make a fool of myself.
Yes.
So, anyway, it's more familiar to me. But there was something about that
Muddy Puddle, man.
Over-dyed thread, that Muddy Puddle. It's just so drab. It's drab. And it's not anyone's fault. It's just that's just the color. Right. It's very colonial, clapboardy looking. And so I've got down to, I don't know if I'll finish this tonight or not.
Yeah, you will, Pam.
I've got an extra hour of sleep, so maybe I'll power through.
I believe in you.
But that's Paul right there, of course.
Look at him.
And he's obviously not complete. But when I was putting his little hat on, I thought, oh my God, it looks like he's hanging from a tree. But but he's not.
He's not. Is there like grass below it or nothing?
Well, let's just check, shall we?
Because
he's not just floating out in space.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Where is my chart?
I don't know, Pam.
Is it? Oh, please. Is it over there on the table? It
probably is.
It's over there on the table.
It's over there on the table.
Yeah. So there's a few doodads.
Just floating.
Yeah, there's a few doodads.
He's got like a lantern.
Paul Revere. So it's going to be really cute. And
yeah, it's super cute.
I don't think I'm going to take it out of the Q-Snap this week. I did last week. So if you're really curious how it all goes together, you can go back and watch last week.
I think after you complete a square, then you can take it out of the Q-Snap.
Is that the rule?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a rule. Okay. So,
I just made it up.
So that's Paul Revere.
Here. Okay.
And then I also worked this week on Pam's Mane.
Yeah, Pam's Mane.
Pam's Mane was a special design from Twin Peak Primitives that was originally a gift design to me only. And I got it from the twins, and I said, you sure you don't want to sell this? Because I think it would sell. And so they took my word for it, and it blossomed from there. I said, let's do a Sal. We set up a Facebook group for the Sal. This is my lovely bag from Becca Clash, and that's what I keep my Pam's Mane in. And I just want to show you the
entirety,
the picture, if I can flip it. This is what the chart looks like. Okay, 3 major famous lighthouses in Maine, and we have over 70 odd members.
Cool.
In the Sal. The Sal runs from anytime you can get started till my birthday in June next year.
Yes, June 24th.
So, it's a lovely chart. I'm doing mine on kind of a sky blue, even weave, and Joblin.
Yes.
Stephanie knows.
Yes.
And I'm doing it on, is it 32 or 28?
It's 32.
It's 32, but look how huge it's going to be. It's going to be huge. It's going to be zowie.
Monstrosity.
And my goal is to get the middle section done by the time we go to the Netherlands.
Which is 3 weeks away.
And
so I need you to get on it.
Yeah. So it's time to get...
Finish Paul Revere's block and then you gotta stitch on this.
Yeah.
Or else you're not gonna get it done.
Yeah.
I love you, but you're not. That's a lot of...
ye of little faith.
I mean, there's a lot of freaking grass there, Pam.
I know. But...
Dang.
But anyway, I got to my first seagull. And I like it on the light blue. Yeah. I did change the color of the flagpole because the twins had it chartered for white, and because of my fabric choice, it just disappeared. So I'll be working on this per Stephanie as soon as I finish Paul Revere.
Let's go, Pammy.
And that's really that's really necessary.
It is.
So,
so if you like this and you want to be part of it.
Just go to, I think it's Pam's Main Sal on Facebook, and there's 2 very innocent questions to answer to get into the, I don't care if you just want to watch the progress of other people. I don't care.
Yeah.
So,
but there's a hashtag in for the Sal, and I'll put everything in the description box below.
Yeah.
It's Pam's birthday Sal.
So those are the 2 things. I will probably, at this point, finish the Paul Revere square and then just solely stitch on...
Solely stitch.
Just...
Solely stitch. Okay.
Hopefully that'll be grabbed by YouTube.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
One can only hope.
Want to talk about some promotions?
Yes, so those are the things we've been stitching on, so we're going to talk about some promotions.
Right.
So first and foremost is the So Much Love Project Bag of the Month Club. You saw the July bag that Pam just showed off. Last week we showed off the 2 October bags. In October you can pick either Halloween or autumnal. And we got both because we're extra. And so it is the Project Bag of the Month Club for 2020. I have not heard from Karen that they're sold out yet, so I'm going to keep talking about it until I get word not to anymore.
Correct.
So how it works is that you go click on the link in the description box and you sign up, and every month to your door is dropped a beautifully handmade project bag that is always filled with a bunch of goodies. Sometimes it's an exclusive chart, sometimes it's some notions, sometimes it's both. It's an amazing package.
Candy in there.
Yes, and there's always a bag of stash tea. So,
bag of tea.
And a lovely note written to you from Karen.
Right.
So, I can't imagine that there are a ton of spots left for 2020. So if you are interested in it, please go sign up for that. In talking to Megan on Friday night at one of our local stitcher friends, Megan. Hi, Megan. On Friday night, she was trying to, financially plan all of her cross-stitch clubs out for next year and decide on which one she was going to continue with, which one she wasn't, which one she wanted to add, etc., etc.
Thread clubs and fabric clubs.
Correct. And bag
clubs and bag clubs.
And she told me, and this I didn't know, and I don't know how I didn't know this, but I just did not realize it, that Karen has an option for the So Much Love Bag of the Month Club to get it every other month.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are someone who's like, that's just like a lot for every month, we get that. We hear you, we see you. But there is an every other month option.
That's really good.
So if you are somebody out there who wants to do it, or maybe you have a ton of bags but you still want to partake, and you can get 6 instead of 12. So that's always an option too. So click on the link below. It will give you all the details and information that you need.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So,
the next promotion is with
Twin Peak. This is the Twin Peak Primitive section of the program.
Right. Twin Peak Primitives.
Pattern of the week.
We help them
promote their designs
to our viewership.
Yep. And every week we look through their catalog of charts and we find something that we love that we think you'll love too. We tell the twins, they say cool, and then they make it 15% off for all of our lovely viewers.
For the week.
So how you can get a copy of the chart is to go to the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop. Both linked below, or if you'd rather have a hard copy, because both of those places it's a digital download. If you'd rather have a hard copy, that's cool too. You can get that for 15% off also from Beach Cottage Stitchers. All of the shops you can buy the pattern of the week are linked below for you.
Right.
So this week's pattern of the week is what?
This week's pattern of the week is an adorable Christmas design called All Is Calm.
Yes.
Sounds like a Christmas song, right?
Doesn't it?
So we're going to insert... Right. Yeah. Kind of get you in the mood.
Sorry.
Okay,
we're done.
Anyway, so we're going to insert a picture of All Is Calm. First, we're going to pronounce our words.
Yes.
A picture of All Is Calm here. Isn't that pretty?
Pretty.
All the animals at the foot of the tree.
You don't have to stitch it on black.
No.
To be clear. You don't have to stitch on black.
Yeah, be creative.
Okay.
All right, so this is the part of the episode. This is the part of the program
that we feel like
all been waiting for.
Everyone's been waiting for. So if this is the first episode of Just Keep Stitching that you have ever watched, you're going to be very confused by what we're about to talk about. So let me just give a little bit of backstory and just keep everyone on the edge of their seats.
Right.
So we've been working with Twin Peak Primitives now for over a year, if not a year and a half. And last year, at the end of the year, they proposed this little trip. And by little trip, we mean
it's not really a little trip,
a humongous trip. And it is a trip that they have paid for both Pam and I, one lucky viewer, to fly to the Netherlands.
That's where they're located.
Yeah. And so we are going over there the first week of December to meet the twins from Twin Peak Primitives, to do a meet and greet at a local needlework shop there, to meet our European fan base as much as possible, to just explore Holland and explore. We're going to Belgium one day. We're going to Germany one day, to just do all of the wonderful things. That period of time over there is they celebrate Sinterklaas, which is basically their Christmas celebration, like their pre-Christmas celebration. And so we'll be over there for that time of the year, which is going to be lovely, I'm sure. I've heard everything about all of the European Christmas markets, and I'm so excited for that. So how this whole thing worked is that throughout the year, we told everybody about this trip, and in order to get on the list to potentially win that extra ticket is that you had to purchase your copy of a Twin Peak Primitives chart called Tracking the Seasons. And just purchasing that chart puts you on the list. So throughout the year and up until last week, that's when the sales closed for the chart.
A week ago, on the 26th.
Yes.
The last day.
Yeah, sales closed. So we had over 250, and I say the exact number in the video, but over 250 people enter, and which was incredible to me. I can't believe that many people want to travel with us. But I promise we're good at traveling, so that's cool. So, this is the episode where we announce who gets to come with us.
We're going to announce the winner right here.
Well, So I want to give a little bit of explanatory things before we show the video.
Right.
So how the process worked is that we got the list of names from the twins. I was under the impression I wasn't going to get a list till like Friday. But they got it to me on Monday. And so I came home from work on Monday, and that's when we picked a name. And we wanted to, because there was the chance that someone could purchase the chart and like not have their passport ready, or not even know that they entered. You know what I mean? Like they just liked the chart and bought it, and then they're like, "What? I want a trip to Europe? What?"
Yeah.
Or for whatever reason, you know what I mean? There could have been a bunch of different things. So we wanted to pick the person, get in contact with them, and then once we found out that she was good to go, then we got in touch with the twins.
And from the twin standpoint, they had to be able to obtain a ticket for that person. Yeah. They purchased our tickets quite a while ago. I think it was in the spring. Yeah. And so our tickets have been purchased, and we have them. Yep. We were very lucky.
Yes. So there could have been a number of various reasons why we would have to draw again. But luckily, we did not have to do that. It was literally the easiest giveaway and the biggest giveaway that we've ever done, and it was so easy. Yeah. And so we will tell you the story about reaching out to our winner and all of that wonderful
when we come back
from the announcement of the thing.
Right.
So we will insert the giveaway. Hi guys. Here. We are here for a very special giveaway. Today we are picking the winner for the trip to the Netherlands. So, very exciting. We have 258 names on the list. Thank you all so much. Before I pick a winner, I want everyone to know that I am so grateful for all of you, and whoever wins, I'm sure will be a spectacular participant. Pam and I are very excited about it. So, thank you all for buying the pattern and for wanting to travel with us. I can't believe there's 258 people out there that want to travel with us. That's awesome. So, I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to pick a winner with a random number generator. All right, let's go. All right, so that's random number generator. Here's all my people. All my people. Okay, so let's go. For the trip to the Netherlands. 238. Norma PRANGE. Norma PRANGE. So, you bought your pattern from Beach Cottage. So, congratulations, Norma. You're going to Europe with us. Thank you guys so much for all of your wonderful entries and for buying the pattern again, like I said. And we'll be in touch. Bye.
So, the winner is, and we know now that Stephanie did kind of mispronounce her last name.
I know.
But it is Norma PRANGE, and she's from Missouri.
Yes.
And
she's fantastic.
She's fantastic. We want to say publicly for the first time,
Norma,
congratulations.
We are pumped.
We are so excited that you are going to the Netherlands with us.
Yes.
We cannot stand it.
Yes.
And everything fell into place. Now, do we want to share a little bit of the backstory?
Yeah. So how it worked was, so we picked a winner, and so I sent Norma a Facebook message because I was not friends with her on Facebook.
Right.
I wasn't following her on Instagram either. And so I sent her a Facebook message on Tuesday morning before I went to work. And I said, Norma, wake up. You have won the trip.
Right.
I mean, it was a lot longer than that, but I was just like, congratulations. Like, you know, we pulled a name and you're the winner, and we just want to make sure that you're still interested in like all the things, blah, blah, blah. So in this day and age, in 2019,
in a dangerous world,
scams happen, right? It's a thing.
Right.
But I also like knowing that full well, but then also knowing that this cross-stitch community is by and large so incredibly wonderful that sometimes I think that community overrides the weariness of scams. So I feel like if tables were turned and somebody messaged me and told me I won a trip that I knew that I'd entered for or whatever, I'd have been like, here's all my stuff. Because I had asked her, I said, I need a copy of your passport and a copy of your driver's license to get to the Twins for your ticket, right? So, she says to me, oh my gosh, is this really Stephanie? And then she asked me if I could tell her the 2 hats that my mother wore in the last 2 episodes.
She was being super
safe,
cautious.
Yes.
And props to her for doing that.
Right.
Stephanie called me and she said, gotta give it to Norma.
Gotta give it to her.
You know,
I was super impressed.
She had to have a security question in there.
Yep.
To make sure that this wasn't somebody trying to pull the wool down over her eyes.
Yes.
And so, of course, Stephanie was able to tell her.
Yes, I told her what the 2 hats were, and she was like, okay. And she kept using the phrase, I'm dancing in my shoes, which I'm obsessed with. And so she was so cute, and she was like, I'll get you this information, whatever. So the only people that we told about, and we knew, like, I'd even told Norma, I was like, please don't post anything on social media until after we post our Sunday video because we didn't want it to get out before now, right?
Yeah.
And so I told Barbara and Lenny at the shop, I have to tell my boss. That's my story. And then, so I had given Norma my email address, and I said, please send the copy of your whatever to my email address so I can get it to the Twins. And she said, okay, no problem. Like, I'll do that. So that was like maybe before noon. And then I had not gotten an email from Norma, and it fast forwards like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And the phone rings at the shop, and Lenny answers the phone, and, good afternoon, this is Keepsakes, how can I help you? And then I hear Lenny go, yes, may I ask who's calling? I'm like, oh, who is it? Somebody for me or someone for Barbara. And then I hear Lenny go, is this the Norma that's going to the Netherlands? I was like, Lenny, calm down. And then they laughed and laughed. And then, So she, as a third sort of security check, she called
the
Keepsakes,
general number at Keepsakes,
which is like the brilliant.
Yep.
So Norma has traveled internationally before, which is amazing. We will actually not meet Norma until we land in Amsterdam.
Right.
Because she's going from Kansas City to Minneapolis to Amsterdam, and we are going Cincy to Chicago to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So we thought maybe we'd meet up in the middle point, but that's not going to happen, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, I'll just put my big girl panties on deal. And I was like, I'm obsessed with
And
Norma.
we are going to be landing in Amsterdam airport within an hour of each other.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think we get to the airport. I'm sure the twins will be there to meet us.
Yes.
And then we'll just hang for a few minutes, who knows, and wait for Norma's flight to come in.
Yeah.
So it's just, it could not have gone smoother. It really could not. And two other things that you haven't mentioned.
I know, I'm going to say it right now. One of them.
Okay, go ahead with the one.
Is that the cherry on top of all of it?
Yes.
So I am a firm believer in that there are no coincidences. If somebody from the Whistle Stop crew or somebody or Kia or Marcy had won the trip, that would have been equally amazing, right? To go on this trip with someone that we know and love.
Right.
But it just made so much sense because Tuesday, the day Norma found out that she won a trip to Europe, was her birthday.
No kidding. She and I are within a year of each other in age.
Isn't that fantastic?
So,
what better birthday gift to give someone?
Exactly.
Hey, here's a ticket.
Yeah.
To Europe.
What was the other thing I was thinking of? Mm-hmm. It was her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And, the other fascinating thing was she did not buy her pattern until October.
Mm-hmm.
So, you watched the video, you saw Steph draw, it was totally
Random.
Right out of left field.
Yep.
And we could not be more thrilled.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who took an interest in traveling to Amsterdam with us. We have been so excited, and now we are within a month of and
this time next month
we are going to be there. We're going to be there. Yeah. So we're starting to talk about things like our phone carrier and our the technical things of traveling. And so forth and so on. I arranged with my friend for a ride to the airport, all those little details of traveling that need to be taken care of. But we are so excited, and once again, congratulations to Norma, and we are just going to have the time of our lives.
We are.
It's just going to be amazing. So
she's a hoot, so I'm pumped for it.
They've actually talked on the phone, so
it was great.
It's fantastic.
Can't wait to meet you, Norma.
I've shot a couple of messages back and forth with her, and it's just fantastic.
Yes.
So things are getting excited for Dutch Mania, which is going to be from December 2nd to December 9th in the Netherlands. There, Steph said there will be a meetup at the shop in Hurtin, and I've gotten several comments from Instagram and Facebook that there are people that are coming from England over to meet us in the Netherlands and stitch with us and visit with us, and people that are over in the Netherlands and Belgium and so forth are also planning to be at the meetup. So, it's just going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So
from here on out, the next time we will obviously not be promoting tracking the seasons because there's kind of no point at this point. But we will have a special Dutch Mania episode when we return from Holland, of course. But yeah, so.
Yeah, so that's it. So that takes us to...
Yeah, but we don't have any. So we just say it.
It takes us to mail call, and we have none.
We don't have any.
So that's a Debbie Downer, isn't it?
A little bit.
Talk about excitement to the doldrums.
That's fine.
Sad trombone.
No, it's fine.
So no mail call this week.
It's okay. So we're going to talk about haul now.
Yep.
So, which we don't have a whole heck of a lot.
Nope.
Actually.
Nope.
I have 2 charts that I got at Keepsakes this week. One has been out for a while, but we've just been waiting on the Just Another Button Company buttons to go with it, and I didn't want to buy it until I got the buttons. And this is from Hands On Design, called Autumn Skies.
Very cute.
And I really love this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
And I like this one, and it comes with it came with this, the wolf belt, and then the buttons came separate.
Yeah.
And then the other one I bought is a newer release, and it is by Madame Chantilly, which I love, and it's called Pumpkins Collection.
Very cute.
Look at those freaking pumpkins. This is my favorite. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy looks like he's got a chunk taken out.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute. They're so cute. Mm-hmm. Look at him. And then the little cat face on the pillow too. So her charts are really, really awesome, and they are they're not in color, but they're just really big, and you can see them really well. So
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pumpkins Collection.
Okay.
Okay. What's your haul, Pam?
So I kind of went on a needle minder stitching frenzy.
Okay.
I don't need any. I just like them. I just like them.
It's not about need, okay?
So, you'll recognize a few of these. I'd say you'll recognize them. You'll understand why I had to get them.
Yes.
So these are the 4 I got. They all came from Mad for Minders on Etsy.
Yes. Link below.
So these are the 4 I got. I got the checkerboard. I got Washington crossing the Delaware. I got this Clue game board, and I got this one here. Now, I have to show you the packing slip that came with it,
which is hysterical.
Because
we can't show all of it because your addresses are on there.
No, but this chess checkerboard. Clearly, that's self-explanatory.
Right. Yes.
Classic game wooden needle minder is the Clue game. Okay. Crossing the Delaware / George Washington. Okay, people. We all got places to go.
Right.
And then, of course, the words on that one in the corner. All right, now I have to show you the packing slip. I'm going to fold it so you see.
Don't fold this down.
Okay. She's got this packing slip, right? And the top one is We the People, right? Mm-hmm. Look what she did. She lined out people and she put pee-pee. Now, if you are not an old viewer of our channel, you don't get this. You've got like, what's so funny about pee-pee? Right. But if you have been watching our channel faithfully for 2+
you'll remember
years,
Pam's slip.
You know that I made a verbal slip in describing something. I think it was
the name of a chart.
That was We the People, and out of this mouth came
We the Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee. And I will never live it down.
Nope,
and so
never.
Obviously,
never.
Desmond, who runs Mad for Minders, Desmond, is this proof you watch our channel?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes.
So I got those 4 needle minders.
Yep.
And then I got this off of Stash Unload, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. An old designer called the Needle Love Company. Needle Love. And this is from, oh my gosh. Did we ever find a date? Probably 85 or so.
You didn't have me look. But it's 1991.
1991, not as old as I thought. they've done several leaflets with these miniature Christmas stockings, and I have several. I should be able to tell which ones I have and which ones I don't. But now I rely on the brain annex over here.
Me.
Do I have this, Stephanie?
Yeah. No, Pam, you don't.
And she says, nope, you don't. And I went, okay, I'm buying it. And it wasn't very expensive because it's an old chart. But I just
Is the chart for that angel at the top inside too?
Well, let's just check, shall we?
Sweet baby
there
Jesus.
she
Yes,
is.
it is.
Patriotic
Yes!
Angel Orange. So you get the 5 stockings and
the sweet
and
patriotic
the
angel.
Aren't those cute?
God bless
I
America.
think those are cute.
They are cute.
You could even hang those in the middle of summer.
You could.
You know.
You totally could.
But, so anyway, so that was like a really inexpensive stash unload. Oh, and one more thing. Guess where it was from? The cross-stitch cupboard.
In Fort Lauderdale.
In Fort Lauderdale. So, there you go, Sunshine Stitchers.
Yep.
What comes around goes around.
Yes.
All right, so that's all of haul.
That's it. That's all we got. So our plans
this week
for this week are that Linda Jo's coming to town next week. She's here for work, so we're going to hang out a little bit, which is exciting.
Yep.
We both work Monday, Tuesday. She gets in late Monday, and then I know we're having dinner on Wednesday. So look for that stuff on the social media.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm really excited to hang out with her. Because I didn't just see her a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And then
Taylor's coming down.
Taylor's coming down on the 8th, which is Friday, and she's come to Keepsakes like once or twice before, but it's never been for an extended period of time.
She's another Michigander, and she's coming down. She's going down to see your grandfather.
I have no idea. I just know
she's coming down our way. So
that's all I care about.
Yeah, we always like to see Taylor.
Self-serving.
So that's pretty much going to wrap it up.
The only other thing is that so next week my brother and his wife are moving to Albuquerque,
right?
And they are driving.
Right.
And they are planning on stopping at our house
on the way
there. And they're coming here on Friday, and they are leaving early Monday morning.
Right.
So early that they decide they're going to get a hotel on Sunday night. So
yeah, so they don't disturb us getting up early and hitting the road.
It's whatever. But so they're going to do that. And so depending on, like, we might go out to dinner with them Sunday night, whatever. So we're not exactly sure what our Sunday schedule next week will look like.
Right.
So if you don't see a video from us on Sunday
or Monday morning, it'll only be delayed by a day.
Correct.
At the most.
Correct.
And it's just because, we don't want to sit here and record when we've got valuable time with them before they head out west. So.
I mean, if they go out to dinner or something with friends on Saturday night, then maybe we could do it Saturday night. Yeah. But anyway.
We just got to see what's going on.
So do not be alarmed if you don't see any video from us next week. That's what's going on with that.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Okay.
So, we're well into November now, and remember that Tuesday is Election Day. If you have the privilege of voting, please take advantage of that.
Yes.
And we will see you next week. We're in full travel prep mode. We've got our Rick Steves book, and we're checking out all the details.
Mm-hmm. We're very excited.
We're very excited now that we have our traveling companion.
And I'm sorry to anyone this week that asked me, that said that they were crossing their fingers and toes for the winner, and I just had to say, I'm crossing my fingers for you too.
Yeah, and we
don't be mad at me.
We knew we had Norma with us.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching. I know that a lot of people have been waiting for this episode, and I hope you join us in congratulating Norma on her lucky spin. And we'll see you roughly in another week.
Yeah.
And please make time to stitch.
Yeah.
And thanks for tuning us in. I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.
Bye.